spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on last year's national champions, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Broussard. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback on. One, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that gun.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
That's caught. It's gone. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Wants to throw on 3rd. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To the air, it's Barnett. Got his man. There he goes. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Out of the 35, he's got more. Bust through behind his pad. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To throw, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this huge team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can and stop him on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nichols. Turning it on. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. In QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's gone.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And we're even here in the 1st.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looks like he's going to try to return it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. looking to pass. It's Barnett. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback. But he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Touchdown, Tigers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Snagged in the middle, it's Broussard. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 flash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. The screen, he can go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Clemson set up with another 1st down. They're going back to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Smashes through the tackle. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's the handoff.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Broussard. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the...
Oh, he's got some space. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
To the air, it's Barnett. Flips it out to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man quickly. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds a spot in the middle. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, it's Moore. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Pulls it in, it's Moore. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. Inside the 25. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it. It's Gibson. Fighting off the defender. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
To the ground with the back. There he goes. Discards him with the stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is...
He's got it down the left, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Back to pass on second down. The short hands. It's shipped. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nichols. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the handoff. It's Gibson. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The hand to the running back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Got his man downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Broussard. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of here.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense...
Touchdown, UNC! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. They'll try to power it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down a lot. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't quite hook up trying to make completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put it on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.